What up YouTube? How we feeling today? Hope you're doing great, hope you're doing fantastic. Back with another Division 2 video, and we're gonna talk about the PTS Phase 2 that is live right now. I am on holiday at the moment, so I cannot really play the PTS Phase 2, so I'm very bummed out. But on the other side, I have some downtime I'm definitely gonna enjoy and put my feet in the sand. But enough about that, let's talk about all the things that are going to change in Phase 2 of the PTS for Season 10 and TU16 that will go live in about 2 weeks or so. Or hopefully, of course, if we don't see that much problems within PTS Phase 2. And they changed a lot of things. Of course, we talked about a few topics in the last few weeks. Like, for example, the UI changes or the quality of life changes coming to the game. And we can see a little bit more quality of life changes. And they changed the gear set, they changed the brand set. And they changed the new named holster coming to the game. I will leave the link in the descriptions down below so you can read through it on your own pace as well. So let's start with the gear. The new Brazos de Arcabuz brand set coming with TU16 and Season 10 has gotten a change. The brand set name changed from Arcabuz de Brazos to Brazos de Arcabuz. Changed the 3-peat set bonus reward from 20% ammo capacity to 20% magazine size. I think this is a great change. That 20% ammo capacity, it doesn't really help you, but that extra 20% magazine size is a huge change. Talent name changed from Perfected Overclock to Perfect Overclock and buffed the Perfect Overclock talent. Allies within 15 meter radius of the player's deployed skills gain 30% reload speed and reduce their active cooldown by 0.6 each second. They added a new brand logo for the Brazos de Arcabuz as well. And then over to the named Picaos Holster, because they changed it a little bit. As we know, and I talked about in a separate video as well, they removed the 20% weapon damage bonus from the attributes. Instead, the Picaos Holster will now provide a 20% weapon damage perfected core attribute and roll 2 normal attributes. So instead that we're getting 3 attributes on this named holster, we're going back to 2 normal attributes, but the weapon damage on there will be 20% instead of that 15. Then jumping over to the new gear set, the Umbra Initiative, they changed a few things with the talent from the shadows and into the light. While out of cover, agents lose 2 stacks instead of the 4 stacks per second. Normal speed, 1 stack instead of 2 if sprinting. So this is a great change. For the Into the Light they changed it. We decided to boost the healing bonus provided with the Umbra Initiative gear set while in cover. Increases the armor generation from 0.5 to 0.8 when consumed. Added an in-game models for the Umbra Initiative gear set on female body types. Then over to the gear balancing. Ongoing Directive fixed an issue where the hollow point ammo would not give bonus damage to your party members. As we know, this has been changed for Ongoing Directive. This is one of the first gear sets they are going to revamp. So we're gonna see a lot more in the future. They even changed Striker's battle gear again. They changed the modifier from multiplicative to additive. The Striker's Gamble weapon hits increase the total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. 2 stacks are lost per second between 0 and 50 stacks, and 3 stacks are lost per second between 50 and 100 stacks. The Press Advantage increases the max stacks of the Striker's Gamble from 100 to 200. 4 stacks lost per second between 100 and 150, and 5 stacks per second lost between 150 and 200. And then we have the Risk Management. Increases the total weapon damage gain per stack of the Striker's Gamble from 0.65 to 1%. So this is another great change to the gear sets. Then let's get over to the weapons. Talking about the exotic weapons, the new exotic weapons coming to TU16 and Season 10, and those are the Dr. Home and the Busy Little Bee. The Dr. Home is an exotic variant of the M1A CQB rifle, and they increased the RPM from 200 to 350, and I think this is a great change, especially for that Dr. Home. We don't really do an extra damage output, but we're getting an extra survivability. By the trophies, it drops when you take somebody out for an extra 15% armor repair for your whole squad. They fixed an issue with the armor kit dropping from unmarked targets. And then over to the Busy Little Bee. This is the new exotic pistol as inspired by the lightning rod. And the talent of the Busy Little Bee has now changed, and each shot to a different target will give 1 stack up to a max of 10, with each stacks giving 20% weapon damage increase. Stacks will activate once the weapon is switched and will last for 10 seconds. Changing weapons during the set 10 seconds will cancel this buff. Great change within this Busy Little Bee exotic pistol. Then over to the named weapons, and of course we're talking about the Lefty. They changed the damage values from the mob named shotgun to the ACS 12 shotgun. Yes, it was too powerful. Just like we talked about it, and like I mentioned before, the devs already said that this was too powerful because it has the damage values of a different shotgun, but still having the RPM of the ACS 12. This was just shredding through every single thing within the PTS Phase 1. So, like we all knew, the nerf was coming. They changed the RPM and the magazine size to match the ACS 12 as well. The RPM is now 300 and the mag is 20. And then at last we're having some quality of life changes like I talked about last week as well. Diving a little bit more into my top 5 or top 6 of the best quality of life changes coming with Season 10 and TU16. So let's get over a few ones that they are talking about with Phase 2. They added an option to hide your signature weapon in the weapon options in the signature weapons inventory screen. They adjusted the SHD watch. Players can add and assign multiple points at once, and this is a great change. We can get up to that 50 points every single time. So thumbs are saved, and then added an option to sell from the stash at each vendor players can sell stuff to. You don't need to run to your stash anymore to get some things out if you want to sell it. You can just sell it on the fly if you go to any vendor that the game has to offer. And this is a great change, guys. When I saw this, I just jumped up. Listen to this. Starting from World Tier 5 and above, exotic components will now have a chance to drop from control point chest, starting from alert level 3 and DZ chest. This is a great addition. The control points are getting a lot busier with TU16 and Season 10. This is a great change, especially with the grind, that tedious grind of the expertise system, gaining, of course, that extra exotic components to upgrade your guns, your skills, whatever you like to upgrade. Starting from World Tier 5 and above, exotic items will now have a small chance to drop from any NPC in the entire game, starting from a challenging difficulty, and the chances increase when you go to a higher difficulty, go for heroic, or of course go for legendary. And then the last one, drastically reduce the log off timer for hardcore characters from 30 to 2 seconds in order to reduce the instances of player finding their hardcore character deaf after a crash or disconnect. And again, this is a great addition, a great quality of life change. I don't know how many times I lost my character because I blue screened, or a lot of friends of mine as well. A lot of people are a little bit too afraid to play with your hardcore character because The game isn't that stable at the moment, especially not on PC. So a lot of PC players are avoiding to play on the hardcore character, but this is a great quality of life change. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for all the changes with TU16 and Season 10 Phase 2 of the PTS. If you are on PC and you have the game on PC, you can play this for free. Definitely test it out and let the devs know what you think about this. I think there are a bunch of great changes, especially the exotic components that we now can get of DZ caches and or the control point boxes, and there is a chance that the exotics can drop in the open world as well. Next set, of course, the changes to the brand set, the gear set are very good. And of course to the exotics. Again, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this, and enjoy that Phase 2 guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.